What's up, everyone? I'm here down in my garage, getting ready to skin today's catch out. So I figured I'd just do a little video because I'm kind of in a rush to get to the shop in the mornings, and it's pretty dark sometimes. So I don't get to video all my catches that I have. On the weekends, I'll do more videos of sets and then catches and that. But here's today's catch. This was all out of one dam. So guessing that's one of the parents. And this dam also has 3 huts on it. 1 real old one and 2 new that are pretty mudded up. And then got a bunch of the little ones here. One was in a 330. That one right there. And then the rest were all on drowning rods. Foothold caster mounds. But just figured I'd share today's catch with you guys, and who knows, maybe I'll set my phone up here and skin one of these out for you. And I'm just down here at the garage. My garage is a mess right now, especially with trapping season and everything going on, especially with beaver season, because I got that's all coyote traps in them 4 totes. And then I've been just going through and tinkering with some and trying to get everything back organized here. But yep, that's down here at the garage. That's trapping wall. I'm not even gonna show the other wall. It's everything's pretty ripped out here. Getting ready to put insulation up into the roof here and board it off and install some new lighting down here. But we're gonna go ahead and get set up here, get ready to start skinning, and I'll go ahead and video me skinning one of the beavers out. I'm no professional fur hander by any means. Most of my work's done on the flesh and beam afterwards, because I just rough skin them right out, and whatever is on the hide's on the hide, and I'll deal with that when I flesh them. What's up, everyone? Down here, I already showed you the today's catch. Said I might go ahead and just video me skinning a beaver. Like I said, no professional fur hander by any means. I rough skin, and then I do all my work on the flesh and beam, my finish up. Already did 2 of the 5. Got the one big one, little one skinned already. Already got the feet cut off of this one, and let me make sure that you can actually see what I'm doing here. Yeah, it looks like you can. So first I cut all the feet off, and then cut around the tail, and then I'll split up around the vent here, and then I'll split it right up the middle. And I don't use fancy knives or anything. I got a couple pocket knives that I use. Just what I've always used and what I'm comfortable using. And that works for me. Get them split right up the middle, and then I get them started here. Normally just start them a little bit, just enough to give me something to grab a hold of here, and then I'll just peel the majority of this back. Like I said, I'm not worried about how much meat and fat I leave on the hide. I'll take that off when I flesh them. A lot of people clean skin and all that. This is just how I've always done it. And it doesn't bother me to flesh them. Start them a little bit here, and then I just give them a good peel. That opens up the legs. Don't know if you can see that. You can tell by all that bruising. That this little guy was no match for the K9 Extreme. This one actually had its entire back foot in there, which by the size of him isn't really much. Probably could get his whole back foot inside of a little Victor. But fortunately here in PA, even for beaver, we are still stuck with the 6.5 inch jaw spread, and I don't think that's ever going to change, and that's fine. I normally run my footholds not very deep, so that way when they come up they put their front feet down first. Now I got it split and brought down to the legs here, and the way I do the legs, and like I said, by all means, there's a lot better fur handling videos out there, but I'll grab it like this, and then I got my 2 fingers under the leg here, and I'll hold them up while I pull the fur down, and then that'll expose right where that foot is cut off. There's the foot, and that'll help you save some meat from getting on the hide there if you do it that way. And then on this side, same thing. I grab the hide, put my 2 fingers under, and I'm popping the leg up, and it just opens this up. Then I just cut up along underneath. You avoid cutting into the hide like that, because you can just follow the leg up underneath the hide. Same thing for the front legs. You get them exposed, grab the hide, go like this, pop that leg up, and just start cutting until I expose that hole from when I cut the feet off. And then I just follow the leg down like that. Yeah, this is a better angle. You'll probably see it that way. Once I cut there, there's the hole from cutting the feet off. And then I just follow along the leg. Like I said, I rough skin, so I don't worry about how much fat meat I'm leaving on the hide. And then you can come down the cheeks a little further if you want. That'll help out once you flip it over. But once I get both legs exposed back here, and then both legs up front exposed. Touch them up a little bit like that, and then I'll just flip the beaver over. And now I got handles from his leg here to hold on to, and start skinning down to the tail. Now, even if you are rough skinning like this, when you get to this tail part, especially on bigger beaver, you might want to spend a little more time on there. I use a wicked sharp fleshing knife, so I don't mind how much I leave there. But that gristle that's on this tail portion is what's going to give you a hard time fleshing, which that is probably the more appropriate video I should do, because I do just rough skin, so there's not much to this actually. But as far as fleshing them, really sharp fleshing knife and decent technique, and beaver are not bad at all, in my opinion. I'd rather do beavers all night than mess with stinky coyotes. And then once I get past the back legs here, that starts to free up. Got my thumb in this hole, this other leg hole. I'll grab like that. I'll grab the tail, and then right up to the front shoulders here. Just exposes all that. And then I'll start skinning that all down. I normally use a table that has casters on it, but right now, with redoing the ceiling in the garage here and everything else, gonna redo the walls and that. I got that buried in the corner behind a bunch of other stuff, and don't feel like getting it out tonight just to do these 5 beavers up on. So I'm just doing it on a normal table here. As far as the head, it's the same as any other animal you're skinning. Come up to the hollow spot. Now in beavers, they got the real small ear holes, and you'll feel that. Your knife will contact that, and you'll know exactly where to cut on them. Come on down here to the nose, and there you go. Beaver number 3 done already. Now this little guy, he has some pretty small casters on him. That's fine. I don't sell my casters. I make my own beaver lure with them. I let them hang for about 5 days, semi-dry there on the back wall here at the garage. It's normally never no more than 60, 65 in here unless we have the wood burner roaring. But about 5 days, and I'll grind them up, and then I'll go out and make sets with them. But before I do anything to my beavers, I do have a jar here, just an old backbreaker jar that's empty. These 3 beavers already have got it about a quarter full. It's whatever I can get to squeeze out of them naturally. And then that is by far the best beaver lure you could ever use, in my opinion. It works for me. After I catch the first couple and that, I'll start using this on my caster mounds, and it seems to just really start to bring in the catch rate there. Since it's fresh and as natural as you can possibly get. I mean, just grinding up casters is a natural smell too, but it's just this is pretty much no different than a beaver coming up there and making the caster mount himself right there. No aging to the caster or nothing like that. And then I save the tails too. I'll cut them up, and then over the summer I'll make beaver tail oil out of them. And then the oil sacks, I also drain the oil out of them in a different jar, and then the sacks themselves I'll put in another jar and rot down, and I'll use that on next year's coyotes. Next year coyote trapping, and then I'll add that to the meat I save off the beavers, grind it all up, and then I'll add beaver tail oil and a couple other things to it, and a bait that I like to make out of them. But that's how I skin a beaver. Sorry it's not real super informative. To me, beavers are pretty simple. Like I said, there's a lot more better skinning demonstrations on a beaver, and I rough skin mine out real quick, and then so when there's 5 or 6 of them laying here, I just hurry up and try to get them all done, and then I'll do the rest of my work on the fleshing board. But hopefully that didn't bore you out too much there. I normally go a little quicker when I ain't explaining, or I guess videoing myself skinning, but that's how I do a beaver up. Gonna get these other 2 skinned, and then hopefully we got a bunch more to skin tomorrow. Thanks for watching.